This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by A&A Companies.
When winter weather settles in, so do the questions, especially when that electric bill arrives and suddenly it feels a little too warm. Many homeowners assume the heating system is the sole culprit behind the rising energy costs, but the truth is much more layered than that, and they could be hiding in plain sight. Well, Mindy Allen Townsend is the vice president of A&A Companies and is a perfect person to talk about this topic today. Welcome to DelmarvaLife. Yeah, I've done it. You open up your electric bill and you're shocked by how much it is. What do you think is the biggest culprit of the rise in energy costs?
So I think that there's a lot of things. So your heating system, the way you heat your home is one of the top, I would say, 2 or 3 that are going to cause an increase in your electric bill. But there's also things that people, even I didn't realize until I started really analyzing my energy usage. So your dishwasher. Your dishwasher runs on electric heat to heat the water in your dishwasher. Your dryer, if it's not gas, it's running on electric heat. Those 2 things, I did kind of a study on my own personal house, and I turned my heat way down, and I have geothermal, so it's efficient anyways. And it was probably 8 p.m. at night, and I ran my dishwasher overnight, and I ran the dryer overnight. And to see the electric usage just from a dishwasher and a dryer running overnight when everything else in the house is silent, lights are off, kids are asleep, was kind of eye-opening. Not to mention, obviously, heat is a primary source, but those are other things. Wine coolers, if you have a wine fridge, hot tubs use electric heat. If your appliances aren't gas, they're using electric heat. Electric heating elements per se are the most are one of the top culprits of burning excess power.
Right. And a lot of us have heat pumps, and sometimes it goes into emergency heat. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So a heat pump by design, if it operates properly, is going to defrost. When it's really cold outside, it's going to defrost probably once every 30 minutes, maybe more often. When a heat pump defrosts, it shuts down. In order to keep your house comfortable while it defrosts for 5 to 7 minutes, it brings on your electric heat package. Most people will see smoke coming out of their outdoor units. That is the defrost cycle. It's melting the ice. So it's bringing on your electric heat package to keep your house comfortable while it's defrosting. However, if your heat pump fails, or if you increase the temperature more than 2 to 3 degrees, it is going to bring on electric heat. Electric heat is straight electric heat. It is burning straight electric. So when people call in and they're like, hey, I smell something burning, well, that's because your heat package has sat dormant all summer long and it collects dust, dirt, dander. When a heat package comes on, it's coils. It's electric heat coils. So they get like a copper or amber color and they burn all the dust off. That's straight electric heat. So people that are running straight electric heat or put their thermostats in auxiliary heat, or they're running baseboard heat, same concept. It is straight electric heat. It is the #1 leading cause of excess usage in your electric bill.
And of course, you don't want to lose the heat that's inside of your house. So how much do we lose through leaky windows or a door that's not insulated well?
So a lot, surprisingly. I have some pictures that I took of my own home. So I remodeled my house, and 3/4 of my house has foam insulation in the walls and in the attic. 1/4 of my house does not. So when it frosts outside overnight and you're getting up and I'm backing out of my driveway and the sun's hitting my roof, you can see the heat that is lost on that 1/4 versus the 3/4. You don't think about those things. You don't think about how much heat is rising, and it's rising to your attic. If it's not well insulated, it's going right out your roof. If you have your floor's drafty, prime way to tell is sit down. Sit down on your floor when it's cold outside like this. If you can feel the draft, your doors are drafty. If your windows are drafty, all of those things cause excess use of heating, whatever type of heat you have, gas, oil, electric, whatever, it's all going to cause the house to not be comfortable.
Right.
Something I can definitely recommend, it's not something that we do, but I definitely have companies I can recommend, is a whole home energy audit. Do an energy audit on the home. They're going to look at your windows, your doors. They're going to do a test of your home, and they're going to be able to provide you a report that says, hey, these 5 windows are a problem. This door is leaking. You don't have enough insulation in your walls. That way you know that it's not a heating system issue, because let's face it, whether it's the power companies or anybody in general, the first finger they point is to your heating system. And are 50% of them the problem? Absolutely. But 50% of them are not. And I highly recommend, if you think your system's a problem, if it's running extra in auxiliary heat or it is constantly reverting to it, call and have somebody check it out. But if it's running normally and maintaining your home to an excess, have an energy audit of your home done, because the power company is going to point their finger wherever they can instead of really addressing the issue.
All right. Good things to know, because it is going to get cold again.
Absolutely.
Mindy Allen Townsend with A&A Companies, thank you.
Thank you
so much for coming in.